All right, you ready for take number 2? Hey kids, hopefully you will know, let's try that again. You can get a, SBC family, Pastor Brad here. I wanted to create a video for you just to get to know me and my family a little bit more. And hopefully as you step into SBC, you'll know that your family and your kids are taken care of, and just want you to know a little bit about me. So I have a few questions that I'm going to answer. I have here my paper. I'm not a very good memory kind of person, so I need to read, and I'll just kind of share these things with you. So just starting off, can you tell a little bit about yourself and your family? Well, a little bit about myself. I'm 43 years old. I've now been in ministry for close to 20 years. I am married to my wife, Noel, for 16 years now. We have 3 beautiful children: Olivia, who is 13, Alexander, which is 11, and Noah, which is 8. We've been in this area for a long time. I moved here about 30 years ago, and then my wife, she's coming on, I think, 18 years. And so we've been entrenched in the community. I went to high school here. I have left for school and have come back, but we love Truckee and love being here. So, excuse me. Next question. How long have you been serving at SBC, and what roles have you had? Oh goodness, I've had a lot of different hats that I've worn over the years, but more importantly, the pastoral role has shifted in from youth pastor to worship pastor. I was an outreach pastor for a season here, and then currently I am now the family pastor, overseeing marriage, parenting, and then more importantly our SBC Kids program. So that includes kids from baby to 5th grade. So that's kind of the roles that I have currently right now. What led you into ministry? Well, I have to say that it was a calling of the Lord. The pastorate is not something that I believe anybody is called to. I believe God appoints people to be pastors and shepherds. And many years ago, when I was saved in 2000, I had a call, I felt like, on my life that was nudging me, that was moving me toward being a pastor. And in 2002, I was working construction here in Truckee. I was building houses and doing remodels, and in the midst of that, I was trying to grow in my faith, and I was listening to sermons, and an ad came on the radio waves for Calvary Chapel Bible College. And my heart literally jumped out of my chest, this is what I was supposed to be doing with my life. That I was like, okay, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, you got to open all the doors. And I basically sold everything, packed up everything in my truck, moved to Southern California, went to school for a couple years. And then on the heels of that, I didn't know what I was going to be doing. And one of my mentors always said, kind of go back to the original place that you feel that God talked to you or called you. And so I moved back to Truckee, and upon moving back here, I was actually going to church at Tall Forest Church at the time, and I was the intern there, and I ended up running into our lead pastor, Jesse Richardson, and he was a youth pastor at the time, and we went to high school together for a season. So he had heard through the grapevine that I had moved back to town, and he invited me to start helping out at the youth group that he was leading here at SBC. And that kind of got the ball rolling with ministry in general. And from there, I was teaching college and career, taught junior high for a season. And like I said in the previous question, I've had many hats here, but now going on close to 20 years here at SBC, I know that God has called me to be here and to minister to people of Truckee. And he has opened up so many doors for me and my family to continue sharing the gospel and just loving the people of Truckee. The next question, what excites you most about being the family pastor? I have to say it's the interaction with moms and dads and kids. I love just being involved in your lives as far as encouraging you, giving you resources to lead your families well, to see the smiles on your kids as we make learning about Jesus fun and exciting every single Sunday. I love being here on Awana nights just to encourage the leaders and to give high fives and really just to be light and salt to to the world, to invite kids, to encourage them to be followers of Christ, just as Paul says, follow me as I follow Christ. I want to be that for you and your family. So that's what excites me the most. What's your hope for families and kids who come through our ministry? Just even as that last question, I want you to be followers of Christ. I want you to be excited about being a Christian and living in a world that, yes, is dark, but that you can be, as Jesus tells us, that you are the light of the world. You are reflecting who Jesus is. So that's what I'm excited about. And then to see these little ones grow up and to have that same attitude and be impactful into a dying world, and to see others come to life through your actions, through your thoughts of sharing the gospel and impacting people for the better good, hopefully bringing people into the kingdom. On a little bit of a personal note here, the next question says, how has growing up in Hawaii shaped who you are and how you relate to people? For those of you who didn't know, I moved here in '97 from Hawaii. And for those of you that have been to Hawaii, you find that there's what's called aloha spirit. Not in a spiritual sense of, voodooism kind of thing, but the idea and thought is that you're willing to love people and care for people and to smile and being an encourager. And I think those things have definitely rubbed off on my life and my impact to the people that I interact with. I love to get to know people. I love to feed people and to be around and just be an encouragement more than anything. I'm a resource. Yes, I'm one of your pastors, but I also want to be your friend. I want to be there for you when things are rough. And then I also want to be there for you when you're on the mountaintop experience, and to encourage you and to love you in the best way that I can. So growing up in Hawaii has definitely shaped how I do ministry. On a personal note with our family, we love doing all kinds of things together, but more importantly, we love the ocean. So if we could be in the ocean all the time, we would. We love to snorkel and to explore and to dig sandcastles and bury each other in the sand and to sunbathe and all those different things. So the beach is what we probably enjoy most. But secondly, which is a close second, we love culture. We love eating ethnic foods. I myself am half Samoan. My wife is half Chinese. She's the other half of her is Ukrainian. I'm kind of a mixed pot as far as the other side of me, but we have tons of diversity of things within our family, and we love to explore and to travel and to try new foods. And me and my family actually went to Sacramento, and we ended up stumbling upon this Indian bakery. And I remember we went in and we looked at all these pastries and stuff, and they looked so good and it looked great. And we have the adage of if it looks good, eat it kind of thing. And we ordered all these different things, and I gotta say, it's probably not my favorite food, but it was an experience in itself. So that's just an example of what we try to do within our family and just trying new things. So that's us. What's something fun, quirky, or unexpected that you and your family do? Well, I think all of us are pretty musical, except for my wife. She kind of keeps her music. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But all of us, I think, enjoy a good laugh. We love to be quirky and dancing at home. You usually don't find us dancing outside, but we love to kind of entertain each other, poke at each other, spend time with each other. That's kind of a quirky thing. We just don't try not to take things too serious. Life is too short. So laughing, enjoying each other's company, that's us. And the last thing, if you could share one encouragement with parents and family at SBC, what would it be? My encouragement to you, especially as moms and dads, is to take in all the moments. Don't be too much in a hurry. Spend time with your kids. Put down your phone. Ask questions. Actually, spend quality one-on-one FaceTime. Yes, like it's important to teach the Word of God in your home, to encourage one another, to love each other unconditionally, but I think presence is probably the most important thing. And my wife and I are on this experiment just like you are. My oldest kid is 13, but what we found, at least through our experience and also finding the experience of others, is that if you're absent in the home, if you're absent in interactions with your family member, with your kids, you're going to find that there's a dissonance between those relationships. So I would encourage you, spend more time, less time at work. Work hard by all means, but don't chase the dollar, but chase relationships. So look forward to spending more time with you. Hopefully this video helps you to get to know our family a little bit better, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Take care. Love you. Bye.